Is it okay to drink water or any beverage with a meal? That's the question. I would venture to say that it's best to drink your beverage before, especially water, about an hour before you eat your meal. Now, if you drink water 20 minutes before you actually consume a meal, then the water will have already been assimilated throughout your body. It would already have left your stomach. So I guess the reason behind this question would be because of the digestive enzymes in your stomach, the hydrochloric acid and so forth. Is the water going to dilute those digestive juices, thereby impairing the ability of your body to break down the food that you're eating? Well, it's my understanding that when you add more water or some other fluid to your diet, whatever that is that you're consuming at the moment, your body's going to put out more digestive juices to counteract the water so that the water does not dilute the food and the digestive juices, if you will, hydrochloric acid, i.e. So what I do when I eat a meal, let's say dinner for example, I would drink my water before, about an hour or so before I even eat my meal, be it lunch or dinner, or I would drink the water afterwards. When I feel like the digestive process is pretty much gone by, let's say 45 minutes or so, I'll drink the water. Now, I have a tendency myself to have a cup of coffee oftentimes with my meal, but I'm not gulping down the coffee, so my stomach's not full of coffee, so I'm just casually taking a sip of coffee throughout the meal. That does not stop or impede your body's ability to break down the food. Like I said, your body's going to put out, or your stomach that is going to put out more digestive juices once it realizes that you are adding those additional fluids to the food that's in there. Now, someone might ask the question, how does your body know? It's intelligent. That's how it knows. How does it know to break the food down? It knows. How does it know to assimilate or take all of that nutrition from your foods throughout the body, through the blood, to the cell tissues? It's intelligent. How does it know what particular nutritional elements or nutrients that each part of your body needs, or needs more or less of? It knows. How does it know to attack things that it doesn't recognize? It knows. Your body, our bodies, are intelligent. Your body is just simply that. It's intelligent. It knows it. It was created to do what it does best, to break down the foods that we ingest, to assimilate those things that our body needs, to make it part of the body, in other words, and to build and repair the tissues, the organs, the cells, and so forth, to keep the body hydrated, to keep the blood pumping throughout, and so forth. So, if it were not true, you wouldn't be living now. If your body didn't know what to do. Now, notwithstanding, you must understand that you must put those things that are actually real food in your body, not artificial things. When you put artificial things in your body that they call food, that are actually not food, potato chips are not food, for example. A slice of chocolate cake is not food. It might fall under that category when you go to the grocery store, but it's not food. Food nourishes. Food replenishes. Food rebuilds. Those things are just for taste only. Emotions. People like those things because they've emotionally become attached to those things. I like chocolate chip cookies if it's the right chocolate chip cookie. I like or enjoy chocolate cake. But I don't eat it every day, all day either. But I'm just saying, those are a couple things that I like. And do I understand? Of course I do understand that that's not real food. But You must live a life where the vast majority of your diet is healthy. So my rule for brother teacher is 90-10. 90% of what I ingest and what I drink is healthy. The other 10% are for two reasons. There are those things that are my guilty pleasures, such as the chocolate, like I just said, and the other things that I can't control that might be in my food that I'm not aware of. Let's say peradventure I went to the restaurant with my family, and there's some ingredients in the chili at the restaurant and I'm not aware of. Or let's say I go to one of my relatives' house and they're putting things that are genetically modified in the food during Thanksgiving or what have you, and I ingest that. I'm not going to break down and scrutinize every single detail of everything that happens in my life all of the time, but I'm going to do my best to do it. And let's say those things that if I'm in a public place and there's no water available and I just have to drink from the water fountain, for example, and I know that it's municipal water and that it has chemicals and so forth in it, that contributes to the 10% that I'm talking about, those things that you don't control. So my rule for brother teacher again is 90-10. 90% of what I do is healthy as it relates to my food and water, and the other 10% of those things that I can't control, and also those things that I do enjoy the taste of from time to time. And that was really it. So I think that was it for this particular video. But you should know what's in your food. You should read ingredients. You should go grocery shopping, being conscious of what it is that you're putting in your grocery cart and that you're purchasing and taking home to your family, because you want to live. You don't want to end up in the hospital somewhere down the road, down the years, because of things that you have done to yourself inadvertently. Okay, this is brother teacher. So